The Summit League tournament started with perhaps the biggest upset in its history last night when 8th-seeded Western Illinois stunned top-seeded South Dakota State. Tonight, the Coyote men would like to end the quarterfinals with another upset. The 6th-seeded Yotes face 3rd-seed Fort Wayne tonight at 8:30. The two teams split in the regular season, with the Coyotes winning by 14 in Vermillion and the Mastodons returning the favor by 31 in Fort Wayne. Both of those games were in January, and both teams look a lot different now. USD comes in playing their best basketball of the season, winning 4 of their last 5. The one constant and point of emphasis for the Coyotes is trying to contain Fort Wayne star John Conchar.
The biggest thing is guarding John Conchar. He's the best guard in the league. He's probably the best guard that's ever played in the Summit. So he causes a lot of problems, and then they've got a number of great shooters around him. Our guys are well prepared, and they're excited to play.
Well, the men's tournament has been turned on its head by the aforementioned stunner that Western Illinois pulled out last night over 3-time defending tournament champion SDSU 79-76. A terrible first half that saw the Jacks shoot just 37%, including 2 of 9 from 3, put them down 10. They trailed by as many as 13 before mounting a furious rally in the final minutes to get within 1 before ultimately losing when David Jenkins Jr.'s tying 3 rimmed out. Western Illinois had been on the verge of pulling the upset before, losing in overtime to top seed USD 2 years ago and by 6 to SDSU just last season. And that experience clearly helped them keep their poise and make history as the first number 8 seed to ever upset the number 1.
We feel like we've been playing our best basketball once we get here. And obviously last year came up just short once again and got it done this year. To credit, guys being in our program who understand and been through this before. That's important.
It came out really aggressive, so it kind of threw us off. And, just going into the second half, I felt like we had the energy going into it. I mean, they just made a couple runs, made some shots, and capitalized off our turnovers.
The Jacks couldn't make their buzzer beater, but Ethan native Carly Gustafson did for Northwestern in the NAIA National Quarterfinals against the College of the Ozarks, scoring on this inbound as time expired to give the Red Raider women a 71-70 victory, sending them to the Fab Four in Sioux City tomorrow night, where they will be joined by 3 other GPAC rivals. The Red Raiders facing Concordia at 6 o'clock, followed by defending national champion Dakota Wesleyan against Southeastern. As wild as the men's Summit League tournament has been, the women's side has gone exactly the way we expected, with both USD and SDSU rolling into the semifinals. The Coyotes had no trouble with North Dakota State 74-51, displaying the selflessness that's been their trademark. They shared the ball well, with 4 players scoring in double figures and a total of 17 assists, while playing tenacious defense, which at one point held the Bison to just 6 shots in the second quarter, of which they only made 3.
I would say we're a very selfless team. I think that we do a really good job of working together, sharing the ball. There's no selfishness really that I feel like a lot of teams could find.
What I love about this group of young ladies is what I think Allison talked about, their selflessness, their team first mentality, but also the desire to continue to be hungry and get better.
Well, it was almost the same story for the SDSU women in their 88-50 victory over Fort Wayne. Unlike the men's team, the Jackrabbit women didn't give Fort Wayne any room for hope, outscoring the Dons 28-9 in the first quarter and never looking back thanks to a defensive effort that would force 15 turnovers.
We talked about before the game and even just leading up to it in practice and everything, just how important coming out strong was going to be, because we kind of wanted to set the tone for the tournament and how we wanted to play.
I thought we made him take some tough shots, which led to our offensive game and really transition. And, our team does a really great job of finding each other, and I think that's what really sparked us.
And the semifinals are set for tomorrow after the final quarterfinals wrapped up this afternoon. The Jackrabbits are going to face Oral Roberts at noon. The Golden Eagles knocking off Western Illinois this afternoon 68-64. And the Coyotes will face the only upset winner of the women's tournament so far at 2:30. North Dakota used a 16-0 run to rally and defeat Denver today 80-67, so it'll be USD and UND. The winners of these games move on to the championship game on Tuesday at 1 o'clock. Finally, lost in the shuffle of a busy sports Saturday, the Sioux Falls Storm playing their second game of the year at Nebraska. Lorenzo Brown 16 yards to Damian Ford, and it's 7-0 Storm early. A little bit later in the third quarter, Nebraska with a field goal gets blocked. It's a holy roller, and Claude Davis will fall on it for the touchdown as the Storm take a 31-16 lead. Later in the quarter, Brown really playing well after a tough opening game. That's a 34-yard strike to Ford for another score as the Storm go on to get the win, 55-36 on that weird-looking gray turf, although I guess the Storm kind of have weird colors, too, for their turf. Anyways, coming up tonight at 10 o'clock, we hope to have some highlights of that Coyotes men's game. If it's still in progress, we can't air them because, rules. But either way, we'll try and get you those highlights and plenty more tonight at 10. We're back in one moment.